Hello, my name is Katie and welcome to my shed. I am filming this in the midst of a heat wave in England, and I've done one video already this morning and I'm doing another one now this afternoon, and actually it's got hotter this afternoon. I think it's just got a little bit cloudier and it's a bit more oppressive. So I'm going to try not to talk about the weather too much. But the reason I'm filming these two videos today is because it's so hot. I don't really want to be doing any proper painting because A, my brain isn't working, and B, the paint is just drying out as soon as you try and do something with it. So I just thought doing some swatching would work out a little bit better, and hopefully we can get some videos out that aren't me just complaining about the paint drying too quickly. The other reason that I'm doing these videos is that, if you don't know, myself and my friend Louise had a very short business where we were doing art workshops, and we weren't making that work, so we stopped doing that. And part of that is that we were then splitting out the art supplies, and the video I filmed this morning was me swatching out I had some Turner's artist watercolours, so I swatched those out this morning. And the other paints that I want to swatch out, because I've never used them before, are these ones. And these are Vinci Paint Company watercolour set. They're made in California. I think that's probably why I haven't heard of them, because I certainly don't see them in UK shops. So I've no idea what they're like. I'm hoping I don't fall in love with them because I can't get them easily here. So let me read what it says on the back. So it says, a colourful road 3 generations long has led to Da Vinci artists' colours to become a work of art of their own, still prepared in small batches with trusted craftsmanship quality. Da Vinci colours are a labour of love. Mixing and milling colours that truly perform is in our DNA. It still sounds very romantic, doesn't it? Our colours represent who we are and what we do. We immerse ourselves in preparing perfect batches of colour every day. Ooh. Let's hope that they live up to their own hype. So they're in a little grey palette, just with one simple rings on the back, and inside we've got a little like pre-made swatching card, but it doesn't make the colours look particularly appealing, does it? So we will see what they're like. That being said, a lot of them, all apart from one of them, are single pigment, so that'll be interesting, because the ones that we were trying, my words are not coming out, the ones that we did this morning most of them had like two to 4 pigments in, so it'll be interesting to see what these are like. You've got a little pan with 5 wells for mixing. How many colours have I got? Did I say? I can count. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18. Is that right? Can I count properly? 18 colours. So in the full pan, I'm reading from here because I won't remember it, we've got Da Vinci Yellow, that's PY154. I haven't written, I'm just looking over here at my resolution. No. Deep Rose, no, Red Rose Deep, PV19. I haven't actually written down all the pigments on my roses, so I probably should have a look. Raw Umber, hang on. Da Vinci Red, Burnt Sienna Deep, Ultramarine, GS, Phthalo Green, Hands the Yellow Deep, interested to see that one. Raw Sienna, Raw Umber, Violet Oxide, like the look of that. Lose the Ring Crimson, Quinacridone Violet, Cerulean Blue, Cobalt Blue, Indie Blue, Green Gold, Hooker's Green and Perylene Green. Oh, it's hot. Said I wasn't going to say it, just said it. Let's turn you around and let's have a little look at like how well they reactivate, and how well they perform for us. Alright, I am using the Langton watercolour paper by Daler Rowney. I don't love it, it's very, very smooth. I'm just a bit too smooth for me. It's lovely and thick, it's nice paper, it just doesn't work for how I work, I don't think. But, you know. Okay, so we're just going to squirt these with a little bit of water just to reactivate them. I don't know where you can see for the best. Can you see there? Okay. I'll start right to left because I am a lefty and I always end up with water all over, not water, paint all over my arms. I'm going to work the other way. So I've got to work out which order. So we're going to start with the ultramarine. I mean, it's reactivated really well because I only just sprayed that. I probably should give a disclaimer. I don't love ultramarine as a colour. And I know it's really useful, but it's not my fave. I'm not sure that's my favourite paint, but like, let me give it the benefit of the doubt and we'll see what it's like when it dries. Burnt Sienna Deep is my next one. This one hasn't reactivated quite as well. So these paints, I believe, are hand poured from what I've read. That is a nice colour. It's not reactivated as quite as easily as the blue. But it's a nice colour. Okay. I'm going to do the alizarin crimson next. So that is not that one, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one. And I do love alizarin crimson. It's one of my favourite colours. Lays down nicely. I mean, at the moment, I like them. I don't think I'm in love with them, but I'm quite excited to try this colour though. So this is Violet Oxide, and it reminds me of the Rosa Gallery Cap at Mortem. What I will do in a minute is once we've swatched them all out, I will have a little look and just compare it. I think actually the Cap at Mortem is maybe a little bit darker, just looking at my swatches on the wall. Yeah, and I like these. Right, Indie Blue is this one here. That's quite nice. I mean, I do prefer a darker one. Yeah, there you go. I'm not so stingy with it. And Pearline Green, something like here. They do reactivate nicely. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. Yeah, I like that one. Okay, This is probably quite offensive. It's kind of offending me doing them all out of order, but I just know that when I try to do them in order, it just gets messy. Raw sienna is next. And what should we do next? Da Vinci red? Let's do Da Vinci red. This looks pretty intense. It's drying out though. They did reactivate well, but I think it's just the heat is drying them out. Ooh, look at that. That is delightful. I love a bright red. I just don't use them very often, but I do really like them. There is, again, I might try that with the Rosa Gallery bright red. That looks fairly similar. Cobalt blue is our next one. That is very nice as well. Okay. Where should we go next? We go with the deep, no, red rose deep. That is a piece of me. I like that a lot. It's kind of like a, almost like a carmine, but a bit pinkier than a carmine. But not quite as pink as a quinacridone or an opera rose. I like that. Again, I really like the pinks. I don't really use them much, but I do like them. These poor paints. Like my tongue, completely dried out. So let's try this Da Vinci yellow. If you're new here, I apologise. I'm really not very aesthetic. So they are all going to be different shapes. You know those people that do the beautiful ones where they're all match and everything? Yeah, that's not me. I don't know that I have the patience. Or the accuracy either, I suppose. Okay, so this one is the Hansa Yellow Deep. That is a bit just like a cadmium yellow really, isn't it? Oh, it's nice and warm. And fade over in. Got the door open, obviously, because it's so hot, and all I can hear is the bees. They're so busy. Okay, I'm so out of order, it's even confusing me. Right, we've got cerulean blue next. I don't think I've got a cerulean watercolour. I'll have a look in a minute. Green violet. Got to count them. That one there. I don't love purples. That, though, is delightful. That Perylene Green's dried really dark, hasn't it? Like grey. Hooker's Green is next. Put in a bit of water, it's dried out. I mean, that's just fine. A little bit uninspiring. Don't really love it. And what's last? Oh, the green gold one. This one looks quite nice. Although when I've activated it, it looks more like a kind of sap green. Oh no, oh that's lovely. That's not sap green, is it? That is delightful. Love this with like a nice quinacridone gold. Oh, right, let's have a look. I don't know that these are, they're fairly accurate, I suppose. It's not the best swatch card I've ever seen, but they're fairly accurate. What I want to do is just grab another piece of paper and then I want to compare them to the other colours, some of my roses, which of course I won't know the pigment numbers, but I don't suppose that matters. I mean, it will matter to some of you that are a bit more educated than I am. I just decide, oh, I like that colour, and then I like it. I don't know much about pigments, and I always say I'm going to learn, and a few of you have given me some brilliant recommendations for books, and I still haven't learned. But one day I will. Today is not that day. Right, I'm going to start with, this is the Rosa Gallery Bright Red, it's called. Can you see up here? Yes, you can. And in a minute I'll have a look at pigments just to compare. And this is the Da Vinci. It's very slightly darker, isn't it? This is Da Vinci Red. Yeah, slightly darker. EP, what's it called? Just old Da Vinci Red and Rosa Bright Red. Right, what else was I going to do? I was going to try the Da Vinci Red Rose. And then I've actually got, this one's a Roman Schmall. Let me just reactivate that. These, I always find these take a little bit more reactivation than, yeah, it's a little bit more muted, isn't it? That is their quinacridone red. And this is the Rosa Carmine. So that's Roman small. I've got cobweb on the end of my pen. Quin red. So I was going to look at the yellows, that's what I was going to do. So I was going to look at their Da Vinci yellow. There's a little bit of water on there, it's got a little bit dry. This is the Rosa Cadmium Yellow Light. I mean, I can't see a great deal between it. And then I've got the Roman Schmall. That's going to take a minute. Some of the Roman Schmalls just don't like, to me, they don't love being reactivated. So this is the Roman Schmall Hansa Yellow Light. And this is the Da Vinci Hansa Yellow Deep. There's a big difference there, isn't there? Alright, let me just label these up. Okay, I've written the pigments down. Interestingly, these are the same pigment. So the Rosa Schmall, Roman Schmall, Quinacridone Red, and the Da Vinci Red Rose. Same pigment. The Carmine is a PR 170. Up here with the reds, the Rosa one has the same PR 254, but has also got P073 in it. And the yellows are all just completely different. So make of that what you will. What I want to do now is just quickly have a little play. I want to lay some colours next to each other because I love that green gold and I want to try it with like a Quin gold next to it. And maybe, now they've dried, with the Quin violet next to it as well. So I'm just going to lay some colours together because I like the way they look. So I'm going to use the, no, I'm not going to use the Roman Schmall one because this has been my most used colour this year. Just want to see if they can. And then what's the other one? Quin violet. That one. Oh, yeah, that's gone a bit messy, isn't it? Oh, and what was the other thing I was going to do? I was going to try the violet oxide. Just remembered that one. With the Rosa Gallery Cap at Mortem. I probably have actually got. No, I have not. I was hoping I had written on it what the pigments are. Wait, let me just quickly see what pigment is in this. It's the same pigment. It's hard to write out all the way over here because I'm leaning all the way. PR101. Well, there you go. Okay, sorry, I just had to take a breather with my little fan. I've got my little fan on today. Not doing anything because it's over 30 degrees and it's just pushing 30-degree air in my face. But it's better than nothing, isn't it? Right, what do you think, guys? What are you thinking? I quite like them. Some of the colours I really like. I really like the green. I know we've talked about that already. The green gold. I like the Quin Violet. I quite like the raw sienna. I mean, it's probably not any more exciting than the raw sienna I've already got, but and the rare, I like them. The blues, I don't love the blues. That's the only thing. So I was trying to be clever and then I splashed paint all over myself, all over this. I think colour wise, yes, there is some difference to what I've already got, but it's probably negligible. And I mean, I didn't need any. I wouldn't have gone out and bought more watercolours, but they were there, and you know, we're splitting it up. So the option was I flog it or I keep them, and I wanted to try them. For me, they feel very much like the Rosa Galleries. I'm going to have a quick look at the price point. Let me pause you and have a look, because then I can tell you if I think they're worth it. I'm struggling to find them. I found one company selling a set that's 12 whole pans, so it's not quite the same, for £78. Now, they are an American brand, so that's probably why I'm struggling to find them over here, and that's probably pushed the price up. So I don't know how much they would be over there in comparison. But for me, they feel a lot like the roses, which is good. I like the roses, but for a similar pan set for Rosa Gallery is going to be about 30 quid. I like them. I think they're really nice. Some of the colours are really good, but when I compare them to a Rosa Gallery set, they're nice. I'll use them. If I was having to pay 78 quid versus 35 quid, obviously I'm going to go for the 35 quid ones, because there doesn't feel like there's that much of a difference. I think they're single, most of them are single pigment, and a lot of people like that, but that doesn't really bother me. So do what makes you happy is what I'm going to say. But yeah, the colours are nice. They've dried nicely, but I'm happy with them, and they will get used. So I don't think I've got anything else to say on that. Let's wind it up, shall we? I'm going to go in and have a shower. You wanted to hear that. That's how I ended the last video. I didn't go in and have a shower because 3 showers in one day is excessive, even in this heat. So I'm going to go in and cool down. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comments, have you used the Da Vinci Paint Company paints? Have you even heard of them? I suspect for those of you that are living in the States, you will have heard of them. If you have, let me know how much they cost over there, because that might sway my decision making a little bit. But I like them. They feel like good paints, but I wouldn't want to pay twice the price of the Rosa Galleries. That's, yeah. Leave a comment below. Let me know what your favourite brand of watercolour paint is, and is it something that I haven't tried yet, because I am still quite new to watercolour. So let me know about those, and if you have enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. It's free. Hyping it is free as well. I still don't know what it does, but apparently it does something. And yeah, if you don't subscribe, feel free to subscribe. Mostly, I mean, I've seemed to have done quite a lot of swatching videos recently. That's because of the heat, but we will get back to painting. I think it's going to cool down next week. Be pleased to know. You won't have to listen to me whittling on about it. So have a lovely week, and I will see you soon. Bye.